mighty proud of it. And I know who got soul and who doesn't. Youngsters, let me see you get your hands up. Quit sagging, boy, put your pants up. Hard-headed, can't say I ain't tell you. Respect yourself and ain't nobody gonna respect you. I wanna see your act, I ain't gonna say that. And I don't say it, my grandmama don't play that. Look like you need some help, I'ma give you some. You don't got a belt, I give you one. Can't learn it, you don't listen.
It's time for Bama Red, baby.
You gon' fall if you don't
You don't know, you better ask somebody.
Right, tripping over your pants. I ain't fussing. Nah,
you know how we do it here. Raw and uncut talk. Ooh, baby. You heard him? Pull your pants up. Pull them up, baby. You're sagging.
I keep on hearing the words. I keep on hearing the words. I keep on hearing the words. I'm a dog park. I'm black and proud. So why you sagging your pants as a black man?
The man said if you're black and proud, why you sagging your pants? Ooh, baby. Pull up.
Pull up on your pants and become a man. Put a pimp still, be the next plan. And put your grip on your grind.
It's about that time. Hello and welcome to Bama Red, Raw and Uncut Talk, a podcast in which any and all topics are fair game, no exceptions. If it's worthy of conversation, you best believe here at Bama Red, we're going to talk about it without hesitation. And I'm your host, Pat Hurd, better known as the poor widow's boy. I do hope all is well and favors upon you. Without further ado, let's talk. And please, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I need your help in getting those numbers up. Thanks so much. Now, take a ride with me. You know, the other day, my family and I was at my grandson's Pop Warner football game. He plays for the Dick Conley Steelers, 10 and under. And of course, they won. And they won big. I tell you, those little guys, they play great team ball together, which means they have a great coaching staff also. And as usual, my family and I were having a great time. I tell you, quality family time is so important. You can never get enough of it. But what I have gotten enough of is this. The fact that there were a few young men at the game that wore the waistband of their pants below their hips or buttocks. In other words, their pants were hanging off their asses. Yeah, that gross part there. Hold on. Check this out. I even noticed this young lady that also wore her pants too, hanging off her ass. They all were unapologetically showing the world their undies, boxers, if any, or the crack of their asses, with no embarrassment or shame whatsoever. Quite frankly, I find it appalling and disrespectful to say the least. Could this be classified as indecent exposure? I mean, really, forcing the world to see the crack of your stinking buttocks? Did you know that if the person sagging his or her pants is not wearing anything underneath those pants, could be fined or arrested for indecent exposure in most states? And what if there are minors around when a cop wishes to make your life a living hell? Let's just say the legal nightmare begins for you. You could find yourself listed on your state's sex offender registry. Play with it. But, and yes, there's a but, as mostly always. Remember, it is you, and only you, that can control and write your own narrative. Don't leave it in the hands of the cop or anybody else as far as that goes. When you control and write your own narrative, you actively shape and define the story people perceive about you by consciously choosing how you present yourself and also your experiences, rather than allowing others dictating your story. You do you and stand on it. And as I always say, when you know better, do better. That alone right there will make your life a whole lot more enjoyable and safer. Just cover your ass up in public. If you have the urge to show your goods, do it behind closed doors, in your own privacy. Besides, who gives a rat ass what you do behind closed doors? So, where did this fashionable, disgusting trend come from? Who started it? Before I answer these two questions, listen to this. We have two variables, which equates to a rather interesting correlation when referring to a specific group that looks like me. Allow me to explain. Wearing pants displaying your ass is referred to as the slang term sagging, and that is spelled Saggin. Now do me a favor. Spell that same word backwards. Niggas. Yes, that part there. As you may notice, it reads niggas. The correlation of wordplay, but yet truth. However, sagging is a cross-cultural fashion phenomenon that is mostly exhibited by people of color, as stated in the prior correlation. And let's be perfectly clear. Sagging did not have its origin in slavery, as some would want you to believe. Even back then, under such harsh and inhumane conditions, slaves wore leather breeches with leather-covered buttons, layered trousers, or other specialized clothing. Now ask yourself, how could slaves work with sagging pants when 16 to 18 hours a day of grueling work was expected from them? While clothing styles may evolve and change over time, they are often shaped by contemporary influences and not necessarily linked to historical events. Yes, sagging pants originated in prison. However, the myth that prisoners sag their pants to signal sexual availability is false. For a more practical reason, many prisoners were issued pants that were too large. Belts and shoelaces were prohibited because of suicide prevention and the fact that they may be used as a makeshift weapon. Therefore, their pants sagged out of necessity. Now listen to this. As prisoners were released, they continued to wear their trousers sagged. It was in the 1990s that sagging pants creeped into the hip-hop dress code. By 1995, it became popular and socially acceptable in midstream teen culture. From the prison to the streets, sagging pants was trending. As silly as it may sound, it became a fashion statement. It represented freedom and rejection of mainstream values. Young men and women worldwide were soon brandishing their asses above their pants, regardless if their bellies won or not. What they needed was that belt on that ass. And it must be noted, wearing sagging pants can cause many issues, including health issues. For example, it may hinder mobility and make it difficult to walk, run, or engage in physical activities. You've seen the saggers. They have to walk wide-legged just to keep their pants from falling to the ground and tripping, doing the duck walk, I call it. Sagging can cause poor posture, knee and foot issues, arthritis, hip replacements, back problems, pain in the legs and feet, and urological and sexual dysfunction. Back up. Did I just say sexual dysfunction? I don't know about you, but that alone is a deal breaker for me. Let's look at another deal breaker that I think so many of us overlook, and that's cultural perceptions. It's fair to say that people of color are not perceived the same as white America. Let me explain. Whiteness and the normalization of white racial identity throughout America's history have created a culture where non-white persons are seen as inferior or abnormal, black people. Which in turn leads me to saying this. This white dominant culture also operates as a social mechanism that grants advantages to white people, since they can navigate society both by feeling normal and being viewed as normal. Now think about this. Based on what I just said in the prior, when you see people of color wearing sagging pants, what comes to your mind? And people of color, you too can answer this question as well. Be honest. Take your time. To be honest, you don't even have to think about it. You know the answer. Negative perceptions and stereotypes automatically come to your minds. For the majority of us, that is. Of course, certain variables shared by the minority will allow them to think just the opposite. For example, you may share the same zip code of the sagger. Therefore, this type of behavior is normal for some of you. Or you may identify with the sagger fashion choice. It's a style you admire and copy. You also may find the sagger sexy or a rebel. It's exciting for you and turns you on. As they say, different strokes for different folks. But overall, we all share the same or some of these thoughts. Even people of color. He's a gangbanger, drug dealer, thug, criminal, lowlife, loser, disrespectful, nasty, uneducated, nigger, etc. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. Question. If you know that you can control the effect, which is how you are perceived, by controlling the cause, which is you wearing sagging pants, why don't you? Why give folks that have a distaste for you already fuel to feed their sickness even more? Why give some police officers a reason to stop you and agitate the situation into something greater? Remember, hurt people hurt. You must choose your battles wisely because each battle has consequences and repercussions. Remember, this is chess, not checkers. Checkmate. Now, let's flip it. When white people wear sagging pants, the perception of them is not quite the same as a person of color. The majority of the time, that is. You know what they say. If it's white, it's right. They would also say something like, it's a fashion choice, or it's a way to express themselves. How about this one? He's just going through a phase. Or, I don't know why Theodore listens to that ghetto rap music. Look how he's dressing now. Two of the same, but not the same. Bottom line, both the black and white person can both wear sagging pants, but viewed upon drastically different because of their skin color. I guess it depends on which color lens you're looking out of and whether or not the sun is shining. Just saying. As I conclude, sagging pants as a fashion trend have declined since its popularity. For males, that is. However, a 2023 Washington Post article suggested the age of the female sagging has begun due to young women embracing the style due to changing gender norms. Oh well, I guess sagging pants is still alive and well. Just saying. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Besides, you don't get no style points from me. Take care. Now pull your damn pants up.
Have some dignity, ambition. You gon' fall if you don't stand. Can't even walk right, tripping over your pants. I ain't fussing, nah, I ain't nagging. Just want a young black youth to stop sagging. Boy, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Boy, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Boy, pull your pants up.
I keep on hearing the words. I keep on hearing the words. I keep on hearing the words. I'm a godfather. I'm back in the prime. What we all hump. So why you sagging your pants as a black man? Spell it back in reverse and make them understand. Convoluted in time, got you captivated. Hallucinating your thoughts, get them activated. You better pull up on your pants and become a man. Put a pimp in your step, be the next plan. And catch a grip on your grind, get your mind right. Set it free from the devil, pull them up tight. So if you're black and you're brown, then say it loud. Get on the beach with beat, walking through the crowd. Detrimental like fools, got you breaking rules. Fabricating your life, I see you think it's cool. You're respecting your race at your own pace. Melody the truth and get it out the face. Tripping blinded with your plan, got you sagging your pants. No respect for yourself, yet you say you're a man. You better leave stick the time while you sagging your life. Dramatized with the devil, got you paying the price. I keep on hearing the words, I'm a godfather.